Okay, hello everybody. We are back for the Lightning's second game of the day. This game is against the Green Bay Notre Dame Tritons. This is their home field that we're at. We're in Green Bay, Wisconsin, here at the home of the Notre Dame Tritons. And we want to thank them for hosting us and Pulaski to come up here for these teams to have some games today on this beautiful Saturday. As you can see, the sun is out, temperatures are beautiful, and it's a great day for another lacrosse game. So my name's Chris Viam. I've got Brad Hunt with me, is helping me out. He may chime in a little bit as we go as well. And we're going to be bringing you this matchup between the Lacrosse Lightning, who are 1-2 on the year. Tritons, the Lacrosse Lightning is 1-2 on the year, taking on the Notre Dame Tritons, who are 2-3 on the year.
Go Lightning!
There you go. There's my nephew giving the Lightning a little good luck shout to start this game. So thank you, Clifton. These two teams played earlier this year. They actually played over in the Lacrosse area, where the Lightning beat the Tritons by 11-9, a closely contested game. That game was played at GET High School back on March 26th, I believe it was. And now the two just kind of both teams get to meet up again now today. Tritons in the white jerseys, taking on the Lightning in their maroon jerseys. The Tritons they played Pulaski earlier today and beat them by the score of, I think it was, and there's an early goal by the Tritons. That was Gagan, I believe, put that one away. Yeah, indeed, it was Danny Gagan, number 2.
Notre Dame Academy goal by number 6, Danny Gagan.
Danny Gagan, number 6, senior for the Tritons, and they gets them the early lead. Like I said, in that first meeting, it was the Lightning that got off to a quick start. Got an early big lead, but the Tritons came back and almost came back in that one. This time it's Zach Adams with a face-off win, number 45. He'll dump it down. And Lightning will pull this out. Wait for some players to come on. Oliver Jarman comes on, number 35. Now the ball is down in the X. That is Sean McCain. McCain working around, gets it back up to Jarman. Lightning work it back to the X, now to the far side. That's Hendrickson over there. Hendrickson had a big day against Pulaski in their earlier game. Now this is Viam. He'll work around the top, tries to swing it back to Seehafer, but that one's going to roll out of bounds. And the Tritons will start their clear. Got number 0, Henry Tressler, in goal for the Tritons today. Nice catch up top by Hornacek, excuse me. And here comes Tritons, and a nice save by Hunt. Hunt slid over and took that one off the shin. Rolls out of bounds. Big stop though by Hunt. Tritons will start the action. They get it up to Siak, number 1 on the far side. Siak working on Charlie Seehafer. Comes around to his right hand. Gets a pick from Gagan. Charlie hounding him well, though. This is Gagan now working against Sam Brownson. There's a shot and a goal again by Gagan. That's two. Two for Danny Gagan to get this game started for the Tritons.
Easter came early with that egg in the basket. Credit to Notre Dame Academy goal to number 4, Charlie Hornacek.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was not Gagan. That was number 4, Charlie Hornacek. Danny Gagan with the first goal of the day, and now Hornacek with the second one for the Tritons. So Lightning need to get their feet under themselves for the start of this game. Quick early scores by the Tritons. And it will be up to Zach Adams facing off against, I believe that's Wilcox, number 20. Gerke on the far wing. Luke Adams on the near wing. Zach Adams with the face-off win. Gets it down to McCain, and the Lightning will start their offense. Gets it down to the X. That's VM number 3. VM working around. Draws a slide. Trying to get past. Nothing going. Ball's out. Good slide there by the Tritons. And now the ball left with Tressler. So he'll start the clear. Tressler. Big pass up ahead. Guy wide open there. That's Wilcox. Gets over to Siak. Siak looks for a shot. That one's wide. Some early attacks by the Tritons as the Lightning look to find their footing. There's a chance right in front of the goal. That's Gagan. Gagan backhand toss. Can't get enough on it. That one's wide. That ball does not roll out of bounds. Hunt's got to scurry back to the crease. Now the ball is on the far side with Siak, number 1. He's got Gerke on him. Draws a slide from Ellis. Siak gets a shot off. But it's going to stay with the Tritons. Now the ball on the near side to 11. That's Vogel. Ball is loose. Lightning trying to get it. And Ellis does. Jared Ellis moves it ahead to Seehafer. Seehafer off to Gerke. Lightning on the run. Oh, nice play by Portier. Portier gets a stick on it. Knocks that one to the ground. Sam Brown giving chase. Sam Brown will keep it in bounds for Gerke. Nice play by Brown. He had 2 right on him and was able to knock that one back so that his teammate Gerke could come away with it. Ball on the far side now. Hendrickson trying to get around this player. Lightning moving around. Seehafer number 12 up top. Work around to the X. McCain back there. McCain flips it to VM. VM's got Portier on him. Big number 77 deep hole for the Tritons. Seehafer takes a shot to the helmet. There's the flags. Seehafer now brings it all the way to the X. Looks, he winds back around the other side. Shot wide. Seehafer tried to reverse direction, try coming back around the crease from the same side he came on, and couldn't get the stick wrapped around far enough to put that shot on goal. It's going to roll out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Lightning, but we do have the penalty being assessed for the slash on number 5, Schmitz. So Lightning will be a player up for the next minute. Here's a shot attempt. McCain dumps it in over the top. Number 15, Sean McCain. Comes from behind the net on this near side. Slide was late getting to him, and he dumped it over the top of Tressler. So good answer by the Lightning. Try to get some momentum back after the quick 2-0 start by the Tritons. Okay, so that will bring everybody back to full strength. Penalties released. Zach Adams facing off in the middle. This time against Alexander. And Zach Adams with the face-off win and quick shot that bounces wide. But McCain is back there in his usual X position to retain possession. Again, on a shot, if that ball goes out of bounds, whoever's the closest to it when it goes out of bounds is going to retain possession. That was a shot by Adams. McCain was back there, so Lightning still with the ball. Now the ball's up top. This is Jarman. Number 35 will start the action. Ooh, nice catch back there by McCain. McCain up top. Oh, was looking for Sprosty. Couldn't connect. Good idea. Just couldn't connect on that pass, and that ball is going to get pushed out of bounds. Let's see which way they rule. And it's going to be Lightning ball. So good ride there by Sprosty and VM to push him out of bounds or cause the ball to roll out of bounds and get possession back for the Lightning. Sam Brown up top, number 5, dumps it over. Now it's to the X. VM on his side, tries to get around Porter. I'm sorry, I'm butchering his name, but I think it's Poister. Poister, a big-bodied D-pole out there, number 77. Here comes Robbie Seehafer, number 21. He tries to shift directions, takes a nice check there by Woida. Now this is Hendrickson. Back to McCain. The Lightning working their offense. McCain gets Hoffensberger. Ooh, that McCain's pass hits the top crossbar. That's not a shot. You cannot have a shot from behind the goal. And VM, after losing the ball temporarily, finds it in time to get it back. Oh, tries for McCain, but too tough of a pass for McCain to handle. Lightning subs come in, as do the Triton subs. And now, I believe that's Siak on the far side. Tries to look to get it to Gagan. Ball is loose. Hornacek's got it. Hornacek back over to Siak. Hornacek on the far side being guarded by Jungman. Ellis trying to stay with Siak. Siak gets past Ellis. Oh, nice reach around stick check by Ellis. Knocked that ball loose. Still loose. Ellis comes away with it. Nice piece of defense by Jared Ellis. And the pass, beautiful pass up ahead to Sam Brown. Sam Brown with a chance to McCain with a goal.
That was some good passing there.
Beautiful, beautiful transition there by the Lightning. Started with Ellis with a big defensive play causing that turnover and getting the ground ball. Starting the action up ahead. Sam Brown with a beautiful pass to McCain. And McCain was able to put it away. So really nice sequence there for the Lightning. That makes it 2-2. Are you on? Okay. Good. Brad's on as well. He's gonna jump in here as well with some of his commentary. Thanks for helping, Brad.
No problem.
I want to thank Ben Jarman for helping during that first game as well. Here's a face-off. Wilcox and Adams. They had some good battles a couple weeks ago. Here comes Wilcox all the way down. He'll take a shot. Blocked. That was blocked. That might have been Hackbarth that got the block on that shot by Wilcox. And now Hunt is going to shovel this one out so that the defense can settle. Wilcox starting the action on the far side. Jungman's on him. Now Wilcox is going to come off. And Siak is going to come on. Siak up top. I was impressed with Siak's game when they played a couple weeks ago. Really did a good. This is Vogel now, number 11. He'll dump it to Hornacek. Being guarded by Zach Adams on the far side. Adams moving his feet well, staying in front of Hornacek. Nice work by Adams. Now the ball is down in this far right near corner. That's Siak walking it back to the X. Jungman. Not sure if he should chase Siak or not. Now he does. Siak working on Jungman. Jungman trying to stay with him. Does. Nice slide. Comes over from Adams. Ball's on the far side. Siak working on Jungman again. Siak looking. Takes the shot. Fires and scores. Siak just taking his time. Working on Jungman that whole time. Finally got in a position where he could unleash one. And Siak gets the third goal for the Tritons. About 39 seconds left in this first quarter. We'll get the face-off now again by Adams, Sam Brown, and CJK on the wings. Adams with the face-off win. Just can't get it off to a teammate, though. Just rushed that one a bit. Ball gets flung over to Tressler, who gets it in the cross of his defensive strider. There's a turnover. McCain coming. McCain with a bouncer and a goal by McCain. Good ride by the Lightning to force that turnover. And we've got a player down for the Tritons holding his knee.
That was good pressure by Sean to break that ball free.
Excellent play by McCain. And is able to capitalize on the opportunity. Now we've got down for the Tritons. I believe that's Hornacek. Oh, no, that's not Hornacek. I see Hornacek taking a knee over here. Not sure who that is. That could be 44. That could be Driter. We'll hope he's okay. We'll take a little break here while they check out Driter, and hopefully he checks out all right. We'll be right back. All right, so we got Leo DeRuyter, had to be helped off the field. Hopefully he's okay. But we are back after that last sequence, which saw the heavy ride by the Lightning force that turnover deep in Triton territory. Sean McCain doing a little bit of everything there. Defense, the round ball, scoring the goal. That was a big one for the Lightning. They make this 3-3. There wasn't much time left on the clock either at that point, only 19 seconds. So
And that was only pressure. He didn't actually touch him at all. He just, the defense or the opposing player just swung around and ball came free.
yeah, sometimes just being near somebody and putting pressure on somebody can cause those errors to occur. Ten seconds left. Siak gets it to Vogel. Vogel's going to try to get a shot off here, but there's not much time left. There's a long shot that just goes high, and Hunt gets a cross on it for good measure. So at the end of one, it's 3-3. We got a good one here today. So
3-3.
Tritons 3, Lightning 3. We'll be back for the second quarter in just a moment.
We are back.
Welcome back. We're about ready to start the second quarter. Like I said before we took the break, we got a good one so far with both teams playing well. It's 3-3. Back and forth we go. So stay with us. We've got a good game for you here. Start of the second quarter. It's going to be Zach Adams who's going to face off against Wilcox. Wilcox is a senior. Kai Wilcox is a senior. This Notre Dame team is mostly Green Bay Notre Dame high school students, but there are some Ashwaubenon players as well. And that ball gets dumped back down to Tressler, who's going to push it ahead. Was looking, they had Siak open over there, just too far. And now the Lightning have it. Ellis brings it across. He's going to dump it back to Seehafer, and Ellis will retreat back to the defensive side. Kay's going to come off. On is Sam Brown. And now this is Hendrickson on the near side. Whoop, get you over there. And to McCain in the X. McCain with a big first quarter. Looking for more. Tries to get the pass to a cutting Hendrickson. Just had to reach a little bit for it. Couldn't catch it cleanly enough to get that shot. We've seen him run that play with Hendrickson coming from the weak side before. And now McCain will walk this one up the near far side. Get into the middle to Brown. Brown drew two. Wisely pushed it out to Gerke. Now Gerke will hand off to Hendrickson up top. Hendrickson gets a pick from Gerke. Hendrickson with a shot. That one's wide right. Lightning will retain the ball. Oh, I'm sorry. No, Tritons have the ball. They were closest to it when that one went out. Lightning had a few of their offensive players kind of in non-normal positions and didn't have somebody in the X, so that ball awarded to the Tritons. Good pressure now again. This is Hendrickson now putting the pressure. Ball is picked up now by number 11. That's Vogel. Vogel will get the touch and draws the flag. I think Luke Adams caught him with a slash. There's Vogel's shots wide, but we will get the penalty called on the Lightning. So 1 minute slash called on number 16, Luke Adams. He will take a seat. And the Lightning will have Horman, Kay, Jungman, Ellis, and Hackbarth, I believe, out there defending Hunt. Tritons dump it over to number 50. That's Hine. Back to Hine. Trying to work through, but we've got a crease call. I believe Brand Hunt got a piece of that one to deflect it out of the way, but then as Hine was coming through, he stepped into the crease. So that ball is awarded to the Lightning. Here comes Hunt. Looks forward to Viam, but not able to snag it. And it will be Triton's ball as they start to work. This is Vogel up top, number 11. Hornacek over to Siak. And down into the X, that's number 3, gets it over to Gagan. Ellis is there guarding on this near side. He's got his long, and there's a ground ball by Hunt. To get possession back. Hunt tries to force it into K, but quickly closed. Tritons quickly closed that window. Jungman trying to scoop it. Still down. Still fighting for it. And now Hornacek gets the loose ball. So Lightning not able to get that clear. And it goes back for another chance here for the Tritons. Siak trying to work around his defender. Seehafer. Slide comes from Hackbarth. Hackbarth finally scoops it from his knees. Or actually, I'm sorry, that's Seehafer. Charlie Seehafer. A little sloppy out there right now. Here comes Siak. Wide open shot. That goes. That goes for Siak. Lightning defense was discombobulated a bit after that scrum and left Siak all alone at the top. And Siak puts it away to give the Tritons that 1-goal lead. So Tritons capitalize. Brad, did you see? Did they? Was that a shorthand? Did they?
Nope, that was full strength.
It was full strength. Okay, so Lightning were
During
back.
that scrum over there on the opposite side, they had released that one.
So Lightning are able to kill that penalty, but then once they were at even strength, they gave up that goal. All right, win by the Tritons. That's number 5, Schmitz on the far side. Schmitz tries to get it to Gagan, but pass goes past him. Thankfully for the Tritons, there was another player behind him. And now this is Hornacek will come back on, number 4. Oh, nice play by Kay to get across on that pass. But it ends up right in the hands of number 16. That's Alexander. There is a flag down. I think they're going to get a push with possession there. And Hornacek being JT Harmon with the defense on the near side, number 4. And we're going to get the call. Let's see if they call this a push with possession or if this is going to be a cross check. Some of those can go either way. Okay, it is a push with possession. So 30 second. That's a break for the Lightning because the cross check would carry a full minute. So ball will be on the far side. That's number 3 for Notre Dame. That is Volk. Gets it up top. Luke Adams back in now. He's defending up top with his deep hole. Gagan, near side. Gagan loses it for a moment. Gets it back to Siak. Siak takes another shot. This time Hunt's there. Siak finding some space at the top, and he's letting him rip. This loose ball picked up by McCain. Nice hustle by McCain to get over there to help out. McCain will hold it as players come on for the Lightning. Johnny Gerke, number 30, comes on. Oliver Jarman, number 35, comes on. This is VM in the X. He works around back to Hendrickson. Hendrickson gets it to Brown. Flips it over to Gerke. I'm sorry, nope, that's Jarman. Lightning working things around, trying to find something they like. Oop, Jarman tried to force one down there to McCain. Off the mark, that one's going to roll out of bounds. The Tritons will take possession. Now plays restarted. Hendrickson putting pressure on, so is McCain. Tressler looking for somebody, long pass up ahead. He's got a man open over there, but he's not going to be able to keep that one in bounds. Turnover by Tritons. Lightning will pick it up. And now Lightning will try to get a clear, which they're struggling with at the moment. Ellis comes away with it, but time is ticking here. We're going to need to get this thing advanced. They do. They get it across the half field line. K, number 7, carries it into the goalie box. Gets it to McCain, and now K will come off. VM tries to wrap around. Poister's there. VM trying to work through 2. Ends up flipping it out to McCain. McCain, long shot. That one's off the mark, wide. Tressler might have deflected that one as well. So number 17, Crosse. So I guess Tritons were closest to it when it went out of bounds. So now Tressler has it, and he says he steps out of his crease. Walking it forward. Gets it off to Hornacek. Hornacek gets a touch. There's a cutter. Gagan's right in front of the goal. Can't catch it cleanly though. Kay had a cross in there. And that's gonna roll out, and Lightning will take over. Oops, sorry, here's the view. All right, cross-court pass over to that's Horman over there. Horman's gonna flip it back to Ellis. Ellis. That one's gonna roll out of bounds. All right. Play starts this time with the Tritons in possession. Siak working on Seehafer. Seehafer. Here comes Siak trying to get to that top spot. He's shot a couple times from up there. Turned away by Seehafer. And now Vogel will take a crack at it. He works to the top. Nice stick check by Kay. There's a shot by Vogel. That's off the mark. Kept in by Volk. Here comes Hornacek. He's working on Marr. Hornacek's pass goes wide. Good pressure by Ellis to cause that to go out of bounds. That should be Lightning ball. It is. Nice play by Ellis. I don't think that ball was going to get out of bounds on its own. So Ellis coming over with the contact to get that turnover. Four to three here in the second quarter, but 2 minutes left in this half. Lightning getting things settled. This is Jarman. This time McCain. Seehafer works off a pick, but I think he was moving. That one's going to be turned over to the Tritons with 1:25 left in this half. Comes Siak working through traffic. He gets it across the midfield stripe. Siak looking for a pass to Gagan. Can't hold it again. That's a couple times Gagan's had a shot there. And I think we're going to get a timeout call. Yes, I think it's a timeout called by Notre Dame. That's Coach Max Salscheider getting the timeout call, making sure his offense gets settled. So short break while these teams talk it over. All right, we're back for this final minute 5 of our second quarter. Green Bay took that timeout, so they will have possession when actions restarted. Looks like ball will be up top with Vogel. Chris Vogel, their senior, number 11. On comes Adams. On comes both Adams brothers. This is Gagan working from the X. He circles around. Oh, looking for a little pass across the field. It wasn't handled, but Hornacek's there to scoop up the loose ball. Siak in the near side gets it to Gagan down in the X. Gagan working on Luke Adams, number 16. Comes back the way he came. There's a shot and a score by number 3, Keegan Volk. Gagan worked back across the X, circled back, and found Volk right in front of the crease for a Triton goal with just 21 seconds left in this half. So Tritons take a 2-goal lead. So Tritons get the late goal here in the second quarter. Give themselves a 2-goal advantage. This is K on the near side and Mar on the far side. Win by Wilcox, but can't come up with possession. K trying to dig it out. Time winding down on the quarter. Doesn't look like any team is going to get a chance, and that will bring us to the end of the half.
You're not going to want to miss anything in the second half here.
So we'll go to halftime with the Tritons up 5-3 on top of the Lightning, and we will take a short break for the second half. Second half about to get underway. 2 quarters of play yet to go. We're playing the standard 12-minute quarters. So this will be the start of the third. Green Bay Notre Dame with 5. With the Lacrosse Lightning with 3 goals. All by the hands of Sean McCain. So here we go. Lightning looking to start this quarter in a solid fashion. Remember, it was Green Bay Notre Dame that really came out quickly at the start of this game with 2 early goals. And that's been the difference so far in this game. So Lightning looking to make sure they have a fast start and not a repeat of what we saw in the first. Here comes Vogel. Vogel with a shot that was affected by his defender. Rolls out of bounds, and back there is Volk. Volk had a goal in that first half. Ball on the far side to Siak. Siak looking things over. He's got Seehafer on him. Siak, little swim move. Tries to find a little space. Draws the slide by Ellis. That shot's wide. Siak being very aggressive in this game. Shooting from up top. Here the ball's on the near sideline. That's Kay hounding Vogel. Ellis, Hackbarth, Zach Adams also out there on the field, along with JT Harmon. Here comes Hornacek. His shot's well wide. But Volk is back there again to maintain possession for the Tritons. Long shot by Vogel, saved by Hunt. Oh, Charlie Seaver lost his footing as he was releasing for that clear. He had a lot of green space in front of him. Just could not keep his footing. Nice pass by Hunt to try to get that thing started, but here comes Siak, wrapping around again, looking for that righty shot. We've seen him unleash a number of them. Siak on the near side. Ellis shadowing him. Jared Ellis, number 11. Following Siak behind the net. The offense today has really run through Siak, both up top and in the X. When these two teams met earlier, we didn't quite see that much focus, we didn't see the offense feature Siak quite that much. Here's Gagan. Gagan trying to spin around Charlie Seaver. Gagan tries a shot. That was well off the mark. But again, Tritons holding possession. Vogel tries a little pass into traffic. Ooh, big check from the back. I think they're gonna get a call there. Coach Fetterman arguing that, hey, that ball is in 5 yards of that guy. He can check him. But I think the referees see it differently. It might have been just the force of the follow through, perhaps, on that check that really drew that flag. So referees talk it over and decide that's not a penalty. So Coach Fetterman able to talk him out of that one. Now Siak winding around. Drops it up top to Vogel. Vogel working on K. There's a shot and a goal. Vogel just snuck it in past the right upright. So Vogel certainly put some mustard on that one to fire it in past Hunt. Notre Dame gets their 6th on the board. Long possession there by the Tritons. Many opportunities. And they're finally able to cash in on one. Lightning got to do a better job of getting that, shutting that down, getting a turnover, getting the ball back in their possession. You remember that possession was extended. Really, it looked like Lightning were going to have a transition opportunity with Seehafer leaking out, but just lost his footing. And that led to the extended possession. Adams. We're going to get a call for a push, loose ball push. Tritons are awarded the ball. Tritons. That's Ellis. Jared Ellis got a cross on that ball. Knocked it to the turf, but it's Tritons number 18 that comes away with it. I don't have 18 on my roster. There's a shot and a goal. Long distance shot by Gagan. Puts another one on the board for the Tritons. That's Danny Gagan. Just found himself alone over on that far wing. So now Lightning need to get some momentum back and a wise timeout here to regroup because this is not a good start to the third quarter for them. We'll let the coaching staffs try to get things back on track for the Lightning. We'll take a short break. Okay, Lightning talking things over as we wrap up this timeout. Lightning needed a timeout there to stop that, try to regather. This was 5-3 at the half. Notre Dame now with 2 to start this third quarter. We're about not even halfway through the third, so definitely momentum. Need to get this momentum back in the favor of Lightning. Start chipping away at this gap. So we'll have a face-off. That timeout was taken after the Tritons score, so we'll have a face-off with Wilcox and Zach Adams. Adams getting some instruction here. I don't know if he didn't have proper gear or what the call was. But anyway, Adams is sent off, and on comes Lee. So it'll be Lee and Wilcox for this face-off. Ball loose. Wilcox fighting for it. Kay shoves Wilcox out of the way. And Lee had it for a moment, and now Gagan's got it. Gagan lost it for a moment. Siak working from the top, working on Lee. Flips it over. There's a shot. That one's affected by Jared Ellis, but that one's going to roll out, and Tritons are there. Again, we saw in the previous couple possessions, Tritons getting a lot of opportunities on these possessions. Lightning got to figure out a way to either beat them to the ball out of bounds, or they've got to force a turnover or something, but just to allow the Tritons just to keep firing at them. Eventually, those go in. Siak walks it up top. Guarded by Lee. Lee trying to stay in front of him. Siak draws a slide from Seehafer. Good help. Siak. Tries for a shot, and he gets it to go. It's been Siak all day from that top spot, and he has been lacing them. That is his third. And boy, they all look very similar. That's 3 for senior Alex Siak. I'm sorry, no, he's a junior. Alex Siak, the junior, gets another one on the board for Notre Dame. So it's 8-3 now. All right, this time looks like it will be Adams coming out for the face-off. And again, some conversation with the referee. This time, though, Adams is allowed to face off. He pitches that one back. Players can't release out of that goalie box till there's possession. And it still is down. I think I heard a possession call, even though there wasn't much possession to be had there, but body's still down. This is Jared Ellis is going to get it, and he's going to attempt to clear it. Just cannot, though. He had time. And again, Triton. They got a call. I'm not sure what that call was for.
That was a moving screen.
That was a moving screen. Okay. So Tritons get hit with a moving screen. Giving the ball back to Lightning. Lightning need to get a solid possession here. Lightning looking to get something broken loose. VM carries it out of the X and gets it up to Luke Adams. Luke Adams is going to come off now. Charlie Seehafer will come to this side of the field. This is McCain working around. Boy, you see number 77 here just tailing VM. Now VM's got it. Trying to get around Poisture, but there's a screen by Hendrickson allowing Seehafer to work around. Seehafer spins back lefty. Nope. VM will be there to keep possession. Ball up top to Gerke. This is Seehafer trying to work around the deep hole. Not able to. Looking there, he wraps around and scores for Seehafer. Charlie Seehafer brings it all the way around and scores. And I think that's the spot where they can attack this Triton defense. Is what we're seeing. What we've been seeing so far is the Triton deep holes. Poisture has been glued to VM all game long, not really looking to help on anybody. And on the other side, I think Hopfenberger is been glued to Hendrickson. So if that's the case, there's not a lot of slide around the crease. So plays like that, like we saw McCain do it in the first half, we just saw Seehafer do it there. They can wrap around the crease. There's nobody coming on those slides. So hopefully the Lightning can take advantage of that. But beautiful play by Seehafer. So here's Wilcox. He wins the faceoff. He's bringing it downhill. Draws Ellis. Tries to get it to Gagnon, but can't handle it. And Notre Dame will look to settle this down. Gagnon working on Adams. Gagnon with a shot. That one's blocked. Ball is loose. Luke Adams trying to get it. Now Zach Adams has it.
Jeez.
Ball is loose again. Ooh, dangerous there. Loose ball in front of the goal. Oh, shoveled. Nobody over there. All right, now Kay tries to get it ahead. He finds Luke Adams. Siak coming from behind. Gets the stick check to knock it loose. Good hustle by Siak. And now Hendrickson's got it on the far side. Jarman, number 35. And then you see how you can see the Triton defenders, how far out they're playing on Hendrickson and VM. A lot of space in the middle of the field. Let's see if Seehafer can take advantage. Here he drives a slide from Siak. Seehafer shot. That one's wide. Lightning trying to getting a little life back in him. This is VM. He's going to start the action, guarded by Postier. VM gets past Postier, trying to... we've got a call for... Is that a moving screen as well, perhaps?
That one I didn't see.
Yep, I think they're going to get called for a moving screen. Turnover to the Tritons. Tressler. Haven't had to say his name much. Hasn't been a lot of action for Tressler in the last quarter or so. Here's Vogel. Vogel flips it to Gagan. Excuse me. Back to Siak. And the Lightning fans now trying to get a little cheer going, trying to egg this team on. Dig in on the defensive end, get a stop here. Oh, ball's loose. Poked out by Brown. Brown scoops it up. He's looking to push. Flips it over. Finds Kay. Nice play by Brown. And Brown with a heads-up play to stay on sides as well. This is over to VM. VM works around off the crossbar. All the way out to near midfield where Siak had it. Oh, Lightning lose it at midfield. They lose it again. Here's VM. He's working against Postier. Postier was big strength advantage there, though. And we've got a timeout called by Notre Dame as they had possession and needed to settle things down. So action heating up here in the third quarter. We're just we got 53 seconds left in this third quarter. Action definitely heating up, but we'll take a quick break and get you back for the finish of the third. All right, we're ready to finish the third quarter here. 53 seconds left. Coach Salscheider for the Tritons took a timeout there. And so now the Tritons have the ball. They get it up to Siak. Siak trying to work around Mar. Mar on him right now on the far side. Siak probably going to wind this time down and try to get a late shot. We've seen Siak work to the top from this position numerous times and launch one. We'll see if that's the play again this time. Oh, now it's down to the X here. Volk. Triton's running out of time. Here comes Volk trying to winding around. Draws the slide by Hackbarth. Here's Siak. He's got time for the shot. That one's up and wide. Might have been deflected by Hunt. So Lightning defend the last flurry here by Tritons. That will take us to the fourth quarter. Lightning trying to get back in this game, but they're looking at a 4-goal differential heading into the fourth. We'll take a quick break here again, just to kind of show you our sponsors. Again, these companies, these businesses do a great job supporting both the high school team here that you're watching today, but also all the Lightning youth teams that are offered in the Cooley region. So if we want to make sure we thank our sponsors for all the support they've given to lacrosse, the sport of lacrosse, and everything else they do in the communities for us.
Okay, we're back.
About ready to start our fourth quarter. It's going to be Zach Adams facing off. Team switch sides. Lightning in the maroon. Tritons in the white. Zach Adams with a face-off win. Nice play by Zach. Gets it to C. I'm sorry, that is K. K coming downhill. He'll take a shot. Tressler's there. Shovels that ball loose. Seehafer comes around looking for it. VM looking for it. Neither one can get it. Here comes Hornacek. Hornacek, Gagan. Goal by Gagan.
On goal for Notre Dame Academy by number 6, Danny Gagan.
So Danny Gagan gets a one on the board for the Tritons. That is the Tritons' 9th of the day, taking this 9-4 lead. So a quick score to start this fourth quarter. We're only 38 seconds into it, and Tritons draw first blood of the quarter and extend their lead. This is Adams. And scooped up by his brother Luke. Luke's going to take a shot. That one sails out the top of his cross. But McCain is back there. McCain working from the X. Here comes McCain. Oh, he had Jarman in the middle. Just couldn't handle it. Jarman with another shot at it. VM comes away with it. VM's got 2 on him. Now one peels off. VM comes up top, looking to get a shot off. Not there. Gerke gets it to McCain. McCain tries to find Hendrickson. Hendrickson, oh, Gerke tries to get it. He loses it. And who else but Siak comes away with it. Siak with an errant pass. Hopefully that one can roll out. It does. Boy, some good action down there for the Lightning. Had some had some chances. Now the Lightning will set up their clear. Kay will start with it in the far corner. Dropping it off to Hunt. Hunt and Kay playing catch. Now it comes near side to Ellis. Ellis with some room if he wants it. Ellis is going to walk it across. He gets a touch. A little behind the back pass to Robbie Seehafer. There's a flag though. I think they caught. I think Robbie caught a shot in the jaw. Yep, it's going to be a cross check on number 5 that's Schmitz is going to have a seat. So Lightning with a rare advantage. Haven't seen a lot of penalties in this game. Fairly cleanly played game. So, but a chance here for the Lightning will have a player advantage. That's going to drop the Tritons kind of out of this man-to-man they've been running. They're going to set up in their penalty kill zone. Let's see if that opens up some opportunities for the Lightning. VM tries a shot. That's deflected by number 38. Henry Kane got a piece of that. Back to VM. Up top, VM looking to shoot. He does. That one's wide. And Hendrickson is back there. Hendrickson gets it to McCain. Comes around. Oh, VM can't handle it. Now he's bothered by Postier. Works through couple. Loses the ball and Tressler's got it. Good pressure by VM. Causes the pass to go up. We've got a flag down. That's going to be on. I'm not sure who they're calling on this. If it was. Looks like it's
on the goalie.
Okay, so a 1-minute penalty called on Tressler, the goalie, for 1-minute penalty called for Tressler, unnecessary roughness. So it must have been as he was trying to clear that ball. And now the coaches, I don't see any other goalies suited up for the Tritons. So coach is talking to the referee, see if they can do an in-house penalty or So they're sorting it out. Sorry, I was just kind of listening to the conversation out there. You know, really the rule is that goalie does have to come off. Because the Tritons don't have a backup goalie, the coach for the Tritons, Selscheider, asked if they could keep their goalie in and somebody else to take the penalty. And I think the Lightning bench agreed to that. Good sportsmanship by the Lightning coaching staff. Because they could have really put the Tritons in a tough spot there. So Lightning still with their player up now. Trying to get something going. McCain flips it out to VM. VM can't handle it. Poister all over him. Oh, I'm sorry, that's not Poister. That's 38. That's Kane. VM dumps it down to McCain. Oh, McCain just off the tip of Tressler's cross. And it's going to stay with the Lightning. Gerke starting the action, getting it to McCain. Hendrickson with a shot attempt. Oh, that's deflected by Tressler. So Tressler allowed to stay in, gets two big stops.
We're even now.
And we're back to even strength. Sometimes, Brad, I forget you have the mic on. Sorry about that. This is Seehafer. Trying to work his shoulder free for a shot. Tries to force a pass down, but it's deflected by number 17, Crosse. Ball's pushed up ahead. They get it to Gagan. And Notre Dame, get out of that. And we were going to have a
Failure to advance, probably.
call against the Tritons, turns the ball over. Could have been another moving screen. We've seen a lot of those called today. Seehafer winds around one. He's got a shot attempt. Save. No, that's a goal. Looked like Tressler had it from. Tressler's body language almost made it seem like he had saved that ball, but he had not. And Charlie Seehafer winds past his defender and gets a shot off to chip away at this lead. Nice play by Seehafer to get past his primary defender, his initial defender, and again, the slides are not there for Tritons once you get past that first line. It will be Zach Adams facing off. Kay on one wing. Luke Adams on the other. Wilcox gets this one, but it's flipped up. Ellis has it. Ellis picked it off in midair. He's winding around. Smartly dumps it down to Brandt Hunt. Brandt looking forward. Oh, nice pass up ahead to Luke. Luke had it. Still has it. Needs to pull this out and settle this. Yep, and we're going to get a timeout call, I think, on the by the Lightning bench. So Lightning knew they had to have that possession and called the timeout so they can settle some things down. Good play by Ellis to get the turnover. And we've got a timeout by the Lightning. Okay, back after the Lightning timeout. Lightning had possession. Things were getting a little hairy there, so they took the timeout, make sure they didn't lose that possession. These possessions are so key at this point. If the Lightning have any chance of drawing this one even, they really need to capitalize on every opportunity. McCann and Hendrickson playing catch on this side. A lot of traffic inside. McCann doesn't challenge it. Here comes Seehafer. He's going to draw a flag. A little bit of Charlie Seehafer really sold that one. There was contact, but Certainly Seehafer gave it the extra sell job to get that penalty called. So that's going to be a 1 minute slash on Schmitz. Lightning starting up top. That's Seehafer, Charlie Seehafer up top, number 12. Senior from Central. Gets it over to VM. Lightning working around quickly. Try the little flip, the little fake flip, but nothing doing. That ball's going to stay on this side. Charlie Seehafer corrals it, and we'll start the offense again. This time, VM looked like he had a chance, and there he puts one home. Grayson VM takes the pass from Charlie Seehafer and gets the man up goal. That time, Poyster found themselves kind of stuck in no man's land. Not sure if he should go with Seehafer or go with VM. And that little hesitation gave the shooting lane to VM, puts it away.
Take this quick opportunity to thank everyone for attending us today.
We definitely want to thank Green Bay Notre Dame for hosting us today. They've done a great job. There's a put. I think that's going to be called a push. But yeah, big thanks to Notre Dame and Pulaski for arranging this. This triangular for the Lacrosse Lightning to participate in. And with the push on the face-off, Tritons will take possession. They get a touch. Hornacek will pull this out. Tritons should be in no hurry. You see Seehafer really guarding Vogel tight on the far side. Lightning extending their defense a little bit. They know they need some turnovers. So they're extending, trying to look to see if they can poke something loose. Certainly there's some risk with that. Leaves a lot of open space in the middle of the field, but at this point, Lightning have to be aggressive. There's a shot. Saved by Hunt. Hunt comes out to try to get that one. Cannot. It's going to roll out of bounds. And it's going to be Lightning ball. Okay, so there's the stand the Lightning need. They got the stand. Tritons got one shot off, and it's back to the Lightning. So that's exactly what you want to see. Really can't afford these 4-shot possessions like we saw at times in the second and third. That ball's turned over at the midfield. VM working on it, though, and pushes. Not sure. I think that ball went out of bounds, and it's going to be awarded to the Lightning. VM here starting. Gets past his first defender. Draws another. Takes it to the X. Flag is down. Flag is down. And we're going to get a conduct foul. I thought he said conduct foul on the offense. It will be white ball. So, not sure. It must have been something along the bench. I'm not sure who it was, but the official saw something on the Lightning bench or heard something on the Lightning bench he did not like. Conduct foul, turns the ball over. No penalty time applied to anybody, but it does force the turnover. Perhaps somebody was out, maybe came out onto the field a little bit. They are awful close over there, so could be something along those lines. In any case, Tritons ball. Here comes Siak. Winds to the top. That ball is deflected beautifully by Sam Brown. And now Ellis will drop it off for Hunt to start the clear. Looks like he's got Luke Adams open over here. He does. Luke's got it. Nobody there. Luke's going to didn't get a touch yet. Now he did. Hendrickson working past one. Ball's loose though. Good body check by the Tritons to knock that ball from Hendrickson. This ball's on the near side. Up top to Hornacek to Vogel. Ball's up top now in Vogel. Kay going to work on him. Again, Lightning trying to be aggressive, trying to get a turnover. Sam Brown on the far side. Now this ball drops down to Siak. Siak winds around, tries a shot. It's high. Substitutions coming on. This will be Horman coming on along with Jungman. Kay's going to take a breather along with Sam Brown. Long pass. That one's going to get over. Lightning come away with it. McCain's there. Lightning with a chance here. Oh, and good defense by Tritons collapsing on McCain. Not able to get it to a teammate. Jarman following Vogel. Picked off by Ellis. Ellis looking for somebody to clear to. Hunt. He'll bring it forward. Looking to Harmon. Harmon couldn't take it on the bounce. And now there's a fight for it. Oliver Jarman comes away with it. Nice clean pick by Jarman. Gets it to Viam. Viam shadowed by Poister. And now McCain will work out of the X. McCain to Hendrickson. Try to cut her, nothing there. Ball's loose. Good hustle by Hendrickson and Robbie Seehafer. Seehafer. I think we got a timeout. They were a little late calling it, but while Seehafer had possession, the timeout was called. So, down to 1:23 left in this one. I think Lightning, barring a remarkable minute and a half here, are staring at taking a loss on the day to the Tritons. But the Lightning are not done trying yet, so they took a timeout with possession there. They're going to load this up again and see if they can make the comeback. Okay, we're down to our final minute and a half in this game, or actually a minute and 23 seconds left in this game. Lightning gonna hoping for the miracle comeback, but may not be enough time. It will be Charlie Seehafer. They're standing next to the official, number 12, has the ball and will start the action. Yeah, they had too many on the field there. And now the Lightning get their full complement on the field. So Tritons were trying to play with one too many, and Lightning were trying to play with one too few. Now we're all squared away, though. Seehafer trying to work through Schmitz. Not able to. Gets it to Gerke. Lightning got to go fast. Errant pass to McCain. That's going to turn it over, and that will probably snuff out any last hope here the Lightning might have had. Long pass ahead. Siak and Gagan over there for Tritons. Ellis gets away with it. And here comes Kay. Oh, Kay loses it off the ceiling, but gets it to Gerke. Time ticking down. Double team there on Hendrickson. He loses it. And they get it back to Tressler. Tressler passes forward. Siak. And now down into the X. And this is gonna do it. One last turnover caused by Kay. And here come the Lightning. Charlie Seaver is going to take a shot. That one's wide. And that will be the end of your game. Tritons get their revenge on the Lightning.
9-6. Once again, folks, we want to thank you very much for attending.
Tritons celebrating, and
Please help us keep
Lightning will leave here 1-1 on the day. They get the win over Pulaski, but they fall to Green Bay Notre Dame by the score of 9-6. So, well played game, both sides. Lightning just didn't have the shot attempts that the Tritons were able to put together and ultimately fall short. So, I believe Lightning have a bit of a break here. I believe Lightning are off for a couple weeks. Over the Easter, there's no games. And I believe the weekend after that, there's no games. I believe their next games will be May 3rd down at the Badger Invite at Wisconsin Dells. So they'll have a pair of games down there. Their opponents are unannounced at this point. But we will be there. Brad and I will be there bringing you the games. So we'll see you in a couple weeks. But again, here from Green Bay, Wisconsin, Lightning fall in the second of their two games to Notre Dame Academy by the score of 9-6. Thanks for joining us. Have a good day. Oops.